Okay, so to save this information, let's come back here and we need to create some classes here. So let's come back to models. So we do have the image class here. Now what we want is another class that will handle this settings issue. So we do have that settings class in here, setting class.php. But I don't want to complicate things with this one because the way we are using this is already a little bit complex for this kind of tutorial. So what I will do is instead I want to create a new model. So let me go to, what can I copy here? Order class. Right click on models, create a new one. Let's save it. So let's just call this one slider.class.php. Okay, so we're going to call it the slider class. Let me copy everything in here X up to here. Wait, this is order class. What about product class? I think I can, yeah, I think I can relate more to this one. So I'm going to copy this up to here. In fact, all this is required. Well, you know, let's just copy everything. This looks good. Copy. Then let's come here and paste. So I've copied the entire function, the first function in the product class there. And of course, I'm going to need a closing tag for the class name itself, like so. So instead of using session error like this, not very good to use global variables. So instead, what we're going to do is create a property, and we're going to call it a private property. Private error is equal to empty array. So instead, wherever I have used this, I'm just going to copy that and just use this error instead. And yeah, I think that's about it, but we're going to change how things work. Anyway, this error, okay, so instead of an array, let's just set it to an empty text like that to avoid having to change so much code. So I'm going to remove that, and this error equal to empty, that's fine. So we'll have data here, and then we'll have files, and then we'll have the image class is equal to null. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. And then if I go down here, the image class is being used, right? Image class resize, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's looking okay. So we are resizing to a maximum of 1500 pixels, and we are not cropping this image at all. Okay, that's okay for now. Let me just come back here and make sure we have the right content. So please enter a valid description. So yes, this is checking for all letters, capital, small, spaces and numbers and underscores. But let's see. What about the hyphen? Okay, the hyphen is there as well, so looks like it's gonna work. So instead of description here, we're going to change all these items here. Okay, first of all, before I forget, let's change this one. Slider, like that. And this function is create. Okay. That is all good. data description, data quantity. The only difference now is that data is coming in not as JSON but as an array. So let's change all these. Oops, just these guys here. First of all, before I even do that, let me change the names of these things. So description obviously has to change to something else. So description will be called header 1 underscore text. Okay. Quantity, let's change that one as well. Header 2 text, and then category, let's change that as well. I'm going to go through all these things one by one. To text, and then what else? Link. Yes, link. What's the other one? The other one is image, but we do not care about image for now. So we will leave it there. And so there's a date. We don't need a date. We don't need the URL. No, we don't need none of this. So everything after this is pretty much pointless. So out of there. Link. Make sure the slug is unique. Well, we are not doing this normal. And then we only have image and image 2. Isn't that right? Back here, image and image 2. So everything else out. Then what else here? Maximum size 10 megabytes. So you can change this size to whatever you want. Let's try maybe 20, but 10 I think is fine because usually 20 will cause problems. So let's leave that be. Everything else is done for us, which is amazing. All this is already there. Okay, pretty cool. This doesn't make any sense if it is not set. So let's remove that because it will always be set anyway. So out of here. Yeah, I think so far so good. So returning, we're going to return this error instead here. Return the error. And if check. So if everything went well, true. If not, yeah, no, the error at this point is empty, so it doesn't matter. Only this point will make sure that the error is not empty. Okay, so this is good. This is good. So this is okay. So this shouldn't be is numeric. So let's just check for empty. Okay, so make sure it is not empty. So if empty here as well, where is this? This same thing here, copy. If it's empty or it doesn't match one of those, then yeah. Let's remove for this product. Let's change this to main message because that's what we are showing the user on the other side. Please enter a valid link. So it shouldn't be numeric here, it should be empty. So text, let's try empty. If empty, text. If empty, link. Yeah. Okay. So if there are any errors here as well, this copying of the image should not even happen. So let me move this for each the if statement above the image, like so. Then let's push everything in. Bam. Right, good. Then now let's do an insert. So insert into slider, images. So let's change these. This one goes to description, right? So let's change that from description to header 1 text. Let's change quantity to header 2 text. Let's change category to text. And let's change this price to link. And then we can forget about the others. So let me come back here to my table structure. And I want to add a default value for disabled. And I'm going to click change here. And then I'm going to add a default value as defined 0. That way, regardless, I get a value there. And then it's also possible that image 2 may not have anything. Image 1 is required. What else? Text, link. It's possible that you may not have a link. So let me select link and image 2, maybe even image 1. Maybe at least we do need a header text 1. Maybe we don't need a header text 2. We do need header 1 and text. So those must be set, but the others are optional. So let's click change on all of them. And then what I want to do is select no to make sure that they can accept no values like that to prevent us having problems when saving. Okay. All right, pretty good. Let's come back. And then now the rest of this will be deleted. So let's start deleting link. What else? Delete. Except image. Image 1 and image 2. Okay, then let me delete the rest of them. Same thing on the other side. Image 1 I spare, image 2 I spare, then I delete the others. Make sure you delete the comma at the end as well. And this is wrongly spelled. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we are good here. Pretty great. Wait a minute. Where is the key here? Okay, there's image and image 2. Okay, so I think we are good to go. This should actually work if I haven't missed anything here. Okay, so let's give it a shot and see. So back here, let's go to the browse. There's nothing there. So now let me refresh and resend. And come back here and browse. And nothing has been saved. Well. Who knew? But then let me come back here and to the admin section. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot that I have to initialize this whole thing here for it to actually save something. Okay, so I think let me delete these guys here first. Oops, sorry, wrong place. This is the product class. Let me close that one before I completely destroy it. Okay, this is good. All right, so let's do the next thing in the next video.